Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped, and welcome to this week's Midweek 180. Well, I am safely back home after my Moroccan adventures last week. And what a week it was. Certainly a very special Midweek 180 last week, filmed from the top of a sand dune. I had no idea how difficult that would be to film, edit, and then most importantly, upload. I really did struggle to get it onto YouTube, and that's why it was a little bit late dropping last week. So apologies for that. I did mess up the normal leader of the pack and Magnificent 7, that's for sure. But we're hopefully a little bit more back to normal. So without further ado, let's get cracking with this week's Midweek 180. I shall start my timer. Okay, leader of the pack last week was Francois G. Even the mistimed upload didn't throw him. Joined in the Magnificent 7 by Ben Higginson, Marcus Cox, Thomas Sneath, Rob J, Paul Coles and Leanne Jackson. So whoever puts the first comment this week, you'll be my leader of the pack next week. And the first 7 comments will be in my Magnificent 7. Where I'm, what you're doing? Well, that was Rod P, who says, where am I? Here. What am I doing? Wishing I was there. I presume that's a reference to me being on top of a sand dune in Morocco. But wherever you are right now and whatever you're doing, put it in the comments below and I'll give you a shout out next week. Now, I didn't ask a question last week, but the question the week before was how much is petrol, because it was sneaking up in value. And that's now morphed into a slightly bigger debate around petrol here in the UK anyway. Prices range from £1.26 up to as much as £1.55 for kind of super unleaded. But I think we've all been trumped by Jamie Hago, who said in Saudi Arabia, it's currently 40 pence a litre. And that's actually tripled in 18 months. So I think we should all move to Saudi. But clearly, that's the price if you can actually find some petrol. So I didn't realise while I was away this massive petrol crisis blew up. And I have to say, it's really annoyed me because my question this week is, who do you think is to blame for the petrol crisis? I put the blame purely and squarely at the foot of the British media. If there isn't a hot news story, then they've almost got into this habit of just making one up and creating this panic. And it's really annoyed me because there are no fewer petrol tanker qualified HGV drivers in the UK this week than there were last week or indeed a month ago. It's entirely made by basically panic on the media and then idiots going out and filling up the car when they don't need to. So it's really annoyed me because this weekend coming, I'm driving up to Scotland to do a Highlands tour on the North Coast 500, and I'm mildly worried about fuel. Very quickly, F1, what an incredible race from Sochi at the weekend. Brilliant performance all weekend by Lando, but absolutely gutting that his call to stay out when the rain came basically didn't work out for him, and he ended up spinning out and not getting in the top 3. In fact, he could have won had the rain not come. Gutted for him. Hamilton won. Brilliant drive from Verstappen to come from last to second, minimising the damage of his engine penalty, but just gutted for Lando. His time will come. I think he's one of the brightest stars currently on the grid in F1. Very briefly, new car news this week. I just saw these renders from a German tuning company called Prior Design, who have done a Dacia Duster wide body kit. You know me, how much I love my Dacia Dusters from my work with Future Terrain. And that kit's only £2,999, which is, I think, is just awesome. In terms of videos, Monday I put my first video up from Morocco, which I would urge you to go and watch. And this Friday at 6 is my full review of my MG ZS EV. Not bad timing. So I haven't filmed the review of my MG yet, but what I'm trying to do is, the last couple of Hendy cars I've had, it's taken me quite a while to schedule in filming the review, and probably a little bit too long actually, so I thought I'd get it done this week. So I'm planning to film it tomorrow, and I'll put that film up on Friday. It's actually turned out to be a brilliant car, especially at the moment when fuel's quite hard to get hold of because it's charged up at home. So I'm driving around very smugly at the moment in an electric car, looking at all the queues in the fuel stations with a big smile on my face. The videos from Morocco, as I said, I put the first one up on Monday. The next one we've got next Monday. Truly inspirational stories. I really hope those videos get the views that they deserve and the exposure that they deserve. So please share them and point people to them to have a look at, because the guys I was out in Morocco with are just truly inspirational. And I actually think the second video I've done, which goes out next week, next Monday, is even better than the one of this week. It was a really, really amazing week. This week's very exciting for me. On Friday of this week, I drive to Porsche GB in Reading and pick up a Cayman GT4 manual gearbox, because next week I'm driving up to Scotland to do a Highland Tour and North Coast 500 tour with SCC private members. I shall be creating content for the whole week. Make sure you follow me on social media. My last request actually during my dog walk about following me on social media, I got a massive uplift in followers. So please make sure you follow me on social media. I'll be putting loads of stories out next week with my adventures with the Cayman GT4 in Scotland. I am super pumped. I can't wait to experience Scotland. We've got a night on the Isle of Skye. We're doing a huge amount of driving, and it's going to be awesome. So join me for that adventure on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. But then I'll be doing videos on YouTube. Anyway, I am gassing enough. But for now, I hope you enjoyed that one. If you have done so, please give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol Ped for plenty more content to come. And I'll see you on the next film, which is this Friday at 6 o'clock for my review of my electric MG. It's actually much, much better than I thought it was going to be. But that's all I'm saying for now. I'll see you on that one, guys. You take care. Drive safe.